Okay, we're gonna do some conversions, customary conversions of a capacity. Customary capacity. Customary measurement system is just a normal one. We use feet, inches, ounces, cups, pints. Okay, so for capacity, we have cups, pints. Pints. That's not an R. That's supposed to be an I. Quarts and gallons. Okay. So I'm going to write this out. There are 4 quarts in a gallon. Okay. There are 2 pints in a quart, and there are 2 cups in a pint. Okay. Now let's say I had 3 gallons of milk. Okay. 3 gallons of milk. Okay. And I wanted to find how many quarts that is. Well, if there are 3 gallons and there's 4 quarts for each gallon, what we have to do is multiply 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. So for 3 gallons, there are 4 quarts of milk. 3 gallons are 4 quarts of milk. Okay, well, let's say I had 6 gallons of milk. Okay, and I wanted to find out how many pints it was. Well, since there are 2 pints for each quart, and there are 4 quarts for each gallon, that means if I multiply 2 times 4, and then 2 pints times 4 quarts, that means there are 8 pints for each gallon. And then I just multiply 8 times 6 because we got 6 gallons. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 pints. So 6 gallons would be equal to 48 pints because there are 8 pints in each gallon. Okay, now if I wanted to do the same thing but with cups, well, since there are 8 pints in each gallon and there are 2 cups per pint, that means if I multiply 2 times 8 pints, 2 cups times 8 pints, that would get me 16 cups. So there's 16 cups for each gallon. If there's 16 cups for each gallon, and I multiply 16 times 6. 16 times 6, oh my goodness, 16. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. 96 cups. So this would be 96 cups. This would be equal to 96 cups. This would be quarts. Or no, this would be pints. Oops. So 6 gallons of milk. 6 gallons of milk would be equal to 48 pints and 96 cups. That's a lot of cups. What if we wanted to turn 96 cups into, if let's say we didn't know how many cups is 96 cups, how many gallons 96 cups of milk is. And that's a P. And we wanted to know how many gallons is 96 cups. Well, since we know that it takes 16 cups to make 1 gallon, we can divide 96 by 16. We can divide 96 by 16. If we divide 96 by 16, we just get 16 times, give me 1 second. I just realized it was right here. This was the answer the whole time. It's 6. So, yeah, 6. And that's some customary conversions of capacity. So whenever you have the larger one, whenever you're trying to find how many of a larger one you have for a smaller one, is in this one we had 96 cups and we wanted to find out how many gallons it was. You divide the cups by how many cups it takes to make a gallon. Or the same thing with the pints, how many pints it would take to make a gallon. But if you're trying to convert from larger to smaller, you multiply how many it would take to make up the larger by the amount you have, like right here. Since it takes 8 pints to make up a gallon, I multiply 8 by 6. Anyways, thanks, go, bye.